Hi, and welcome to this live reading from Ladies of the Links number 2 by Haley Rhoades. And this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Chapter 1, Christy, Wednesday, June 7th. Me. We're home. I text my best friend and roommate Brooks. She's covering until the closer shows up at her parlor downstairs. On nights like these, I am in charge of dinner. Hey, you two, I call to my twins. Go find pajamas. My five-year-old daughters promptly obey. The days they accompany me to work at the pool wear them out. They enjoy an hour of swim lessons with my lifeguard staff in the mornings, then play on the pool deck until the pool officially opens. During the day, they play on the playground when I am not able to watch them swim. While I rarely work a full 8-hour shift, it is a lot for their little bodies. They go hard all day long. I talk to them on the 15-minute drive home to keep them awake. I learned if they nap that late, it makes for a rough night. I hurry through prep, then place the chicken and rice and casserole dish inside the oven, setting the timer for 30 minutes. When I announce bath time, Harper and Rye strip while I run the bathwater. Harper climbs in first, then Rye. They play with their favorite water toys as I lather, then rinse their hair and soap their sun-tanned bodies. I think their swimsuit tan lines are adorable. I keep them slathered in sunscreen, but we are outside nearly every day in the summer. When their hair and bodies are clean, I sit back to watch. 2-minute warning, I announce from my perch on the toilet seat. I take a moment to text Brooks. Me, dinner, 15 minutes. Brooks, thumbs up emoji. I am blessed to have her in my life. She allows me to swap the hours I work at her tattoo shop downstairs for my part of the rent. As she owns the building, she's really letting the girls and me live with her. I work for her out of guilt. I can't afford a 2-bedroom apartment and daycare on my salary from the club alone. I am grateful, and that is why I try to cook and clean as much as I can. I dread the day she finds a man and I will need to make other arrangements, but for now, this is the perfect arrangement for the girls and me. When my cell alarm signals bath time is over, I wrap Ryan a towel on the rug, then do the same to Harper. I towel dry their curly, long blonde hair. I am jealous. My dark hair does not lighten in the sun like theirs does. Tub drained, I leave them to dress while I check on dinner. I am placing utensils on the table when they emerge in their nightmare before Christmas pajamas. Brooks bought them, and my girls love that I complain that they look scary. Bones, yuck! I play along, faking a shudder. Giggling, my twins climb into their seats at the table. Where's Miss Brooks? Harper asks. I am right here, Brooks announces, entering the kitchen as I pull the baking dish from the oven. Go sit, Brooks instructs. I will carry this to the table. I note she is not smiling. Brooks' normal, energetic personality is not emanating from her every pore. Bad day? I dare to ask as she takes her seat. She bites her lips tightly between her teeth as she nods. Want to talk about it? I offer as I scoop rice onto each plate. I can't. She bites. Bites. Calm, fun-loving Brooks is not sitting beside me. What happened today that my best friend would not share? She always shares. She overshares. Usually I hear many stories from her in the evening. Apparently, as she jabs a needle repeatedly into people, they love to spill their guts. Keep telling her we should write a book with the confessions on her tattoo tables. I want to tell you, but I can't, she states flatly between bites. I focus on the girls, cutting chicken into bite-sized pieces for them. I've known Brooks for 6 years now, and I've never seen her this quiet. This might be my most uncomfortable meal since I left home in high school. My exhausted girls slowly eat as their eyes grow heavier, and Brooks does not want to talk. Rather than fill the void, I opt to chance an occasional glance at my friend. I guess I can share part of it, she offers. A new guy and his brother. She glances up at me, then back to her food. Weird. Well, he wants his first tattoo. While I was sketching, he touched me. I gasp. This is what's upset my friend. She saw a vision that scared her. Actually, he touched me 3 times, she states. I choke on my food, coughing and sputtering for a minute. She is careful, uber careful, to avoid touching everyone, even my girls. Just on very rare occasions, a stranger will catch her off guard and touch her. She wears her gloves at all times in her shop. It is a protective barrier for her. 1 touch is an accident, but 3 times? 3 times means she let her guard down, and she never does that. Tell me, I urge. Tell me about the visions so I can help you work through them. She shakes her head. She's shared some pretty screwed up and freaky visions with me. It must be bad if she will not tell me in front of the twins. Girls, go brush your teeth and get ready for bed, I instruct, anxious to hear this story. Brooks and I watched two sleepy kids slide from their chairs and trudge to the hallway. Little ears now gone, I looked at Brooks for an explanation. Again, she shakes her head. I prepare to demand to hear about the visions, but I'm silenced by her hand between us. He touched me 3 times, and I had no visions. None. Eyebrows raised, she looks for my reaction. No visions? I murmur, scared what this means. Were you blocking him? She shakes her head. The first touch, his fingers accidentally grazed my forearm as he pointed at my sketch. No visions, I ask. Again, she shakes her head. He perplexed me, she admits. A million thoughts flooded to mind as I continued to sketch, so I was not focused when he placed his hand on mine. My eyes grow wide. It was not an accidental touch. She allowed him to make contact. Part of his hand met my wrist and nothing. I began to worry I was sick, so I removed my glove to shake his hand goodbye, and still no visions. To be sure I was not broken, I shook hands with his brother, and I can't help but finish her silence. You had a vision? I had the most vivid, fast-playing flashes I've ever experienced, like 10 visions all in a minute's time. It made me lightheaded, she informs. So your gift is still intact. What does this mean? She stares at me as if I missed a punchline or the real reason for her story. Then she seems to shake off the cobwebs. I am not sure why I did not have visions when Matt, he touched me, she states. Maybe he was blocking me. My friend shrugs. He was blocking her. You should ask him. Maybe he could teach you to do it, I encourage. And how would that go? She scoffs. So I have visions with everyone but you. Do you have a gift? And if so, can you teach me how to block visions like you do? I pick up the sarcasm she lays down. I can't tell strangers I have a gift. Word will get around and I will lose clients. I purse my lips. It is a dilemma for sure. Tell me about the visions his brother gave you. I attempt to change the topic. She shakes her head, leaving no doubt this is not up for discussion. Crud. That bothers me more than her not having visions with the other guy. There are only 2 types of visions she will not share. Visions involving me and the girls. I requested she keep those to herself. And the others are heinous. As a mom, I can't hear them or I will never leave the house with my daughters. It sucks that she has those on her mind now. It can't be easy to move on and unsee those. You should read to the girls tonight, I suggest, hoping their innocence will help push out the visions. Together, we make quick work of clearing the table. I load the dishwasher while she joins the twins. It only takes me a minute, and I peek my head into the bedroom I share with my girls. Brooks is not reading. Instead, she is staring at the football posters on the girls' wall. He runs fast. Rye runs around the room as a demonstration. And he always catches the football, Harper brags, tossing her little Cardinals football and catching it. What's going on in here? I ask, leaning against the door frame. Both girls point to Brooks. She asked. They defend in unison. To bed, both of you, I order, and they assume their spots on their pillows. Brooks, however, does not move. She stares at the poster as if studying every feature of the NFL player. Brooks, is everything all right? I ask, wishing I might wrap my arm around my friend's shoulder. Everything is perfect, she says with conviction. I watch her. She is not herself tonight. Most of the night she acted as if she saw a ghost, and now everything is right as rain. When she bends down, kissing each girl's hand and placing it on each twin's cheek, I gasp. Touching. She physically touches the girls. Her eyes are closed. That means she's having a vision. Maybe she needed sweet visions to erase those she saw today. She smiles at the girls and turns off the light. We exchange a look at the door. Let's talk, I urge. Back in the kitchen, I pour 2 glasses of our favorite rosé, sliding 1 stemless wine glass across the butcher block countertop to her. Explain, I instruct. She shakes her head, lips tight between her teeth. Brooks, it is clear the visions today upset you. My eyes beg her to open up. You kissed the girls. You were seeing their futures. What is up? Again, she shakes her head. Who were these guys? More head shaking. Brooks, help me understand, I plead. They were good visions, she states, leaving me curious. The girls? She shakes her head. The guy at the shop. So many happy times, events, a long, happy life. So why are you so sullen? I probe. I am not sullen. I am restrained, she smirks. You ordered me not to share any visions I see for you and the girls. With no more detail, she mimes zipping her lips and locking them, then tossing the key over her shoulder. This is not the first time this has come back to bite me on the butt. Part of me wants to know everything she experienced today, even with the twins. Although I believe her visions and have witnessed them come true, I do not like knowing what lies ahead. I detest waiting around for the scene she saw to unveil itself. I become anxious, looking everywhere for it to happen. I'm much too busy for that. I will stand firm and not give her permission to tell me what she saw for Harper and Rye's future. I love our lives, Brooks ensures, smiling before sipping her wine. No hints, you know the rules, I warn, shaking my finger at her. I'm calling it a night, she states. It is a big day tomorrow, she smirks, taking her wine with her. I shake my head. She dropped another little hint there. Damn her.